ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
What's up, it's Nez, and welcome to the Darkest Dungeon, everyone! You thought my channel was all cutesy games and neckos? Think not, for we are gonna delve deep into the treacherous and darkest depths of your nightmares! So the Darkest Dungeon, if you don't already know, is a very infamous turn-based strategy game. Think of it like the Dark Souls of strategy games. It involves us, the descendant of one of our ancestors who owns this deep, dark estate. And now we've inherited it, and we have to cleanse it of all the evils that corrupt it and the land around it. Luckily for you guys, I've already completed this game way before the channel started. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I beat it on its normal difficulty, the darkest difficulty. But the reason why we're playing it now is because of the new expansion that just came out called The Crimson Court. It adds all sorts of new content like vampires, vampire hunters, and a new class. Considering that this is a very intimidating game to a lot of casual gamers, and since I've already finished it myself, I want to share this run with all of you guys so you can experience the despair. And why am I gonna play this? Oh no, I can already see it coming. The despair it takes to play the game and what we experience trudging through day in and day out, weekly, to the darkest depths of the darkest dungeons. So let's start a new game with a DLC this time. The Crimson Court, the Districts, and the Flagellant, the new hero class. So very sadistic, I love it! And we select our difficulty setting. Since I've already completed the game on Darkest and I'm a big pussy, so I don't want to play Blood Moon, we'll play on Radiant mode. While not as challenging as Blood Moon, it's as challenging as the Darkest difficulty, but it has less grindy elements, or the most grindy elements of the game are more or less thinned out and streamlined, so you have a shorter campaign, which I can show you all. So let's begin. Let's name this the Radiant Campaign. Back to the estate we go, to reclaim our birthright.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside. leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Here we are on the old road. With the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone, you will have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. Hello everyone, and this is the Darkest Dungeon. Here are our first starting characters, Dismas the Highwayman and Reynold the Crusader. Let's head on forth to the next room. Adventure we go!
Run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So the movement works that while in a hallway, we press D to move forward or A to move back, or you could just use the mouse and you can click ahead or behind the party to move them. It's like a tabletop game. There are certain turns that you could take while moving around and also in battle.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Combat is turn-based. On your hero's turn, click a skill icon and then click on the highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in a different spot or there are no valid targets. A lot of this game comes down to positioning, and a lot of skills take advantage of certain positioning, like how a few characters have stronger attacks up front or are stronger behind. And it also counts with the enemies as well. So right now, we're facing a brigand cutthroat, a weak enemy that we can dispatch very quickly with the highwayman. Aha! He's bleeding! Oh no, he's gonna attack! Ooh! Get smitten!
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Each item, if you take it, will occupy space in your inventory. We can mouse over the stuff to show the details of them. So it's like your typical RPG, but with tabletop elements. What is this tent? What is in this tent? While exploring, we'll find interactive objects that we could click on. If we have certain items that can interact with them, sometimes we'll unlock new rewards. So we'll keep that in mind. They're called curios, by the way. Let's see, what's in this tent? Someone left gold in there!
Loot are often low on supplies.
Let's enter the next
Leave
room.
nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
So what just happened there is that we were surprised by encountering these enemies. So our party got shuffled a bit, but it'll be a bit of a problem for us if we don't kill the one in the back, because he can blanket fire the Fusilier, and that is a very damaging ability that can hit both of our heroes, Dismas and Reynold. It doesn't seem like we could hit them in the back yet, so we could just use either Dismas to take out the one in the front first, the Bloodletter, and hopefully see where this goes. Oh no, a point blank shot! Oh, that's painful. We got pushed back by that shot. So what we need to do is quickly take care of the Fusilier, but the problem is the Bloodletter's in the way. You annoying little. Well, you're not very little. You're actually very big. You remind me of Roadhog. No, he missed. Reynold, you useless Crusader. Okay. So now that we're at the back, we could actually use our pistol shot to go after the Fusilier. No! You keep missing, Dismas! Why? Oh no, this is gonna be painful. I better mark myself Marking yourself means it's basically a taunt that taunts the enemies to attack you more often than any of your other party members. The Crusader is basically a tank character. Yes! Wonderful dodge, everyone! Oh, yes! It seems that Reynald is bleeding. But it's not a lot of bleed at this early stage of the game, so we don't have to worry about it. Let's keep trying to take out the Fusilier. That blanket fire is really painful.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
We might as well stun him first, so he can't attack us while we're taking care of the Fusilier in the back. Come on, Dismas. I believe! No! You have horrible accuracy! Oh no! Come on, everyone, you can do it. His stun resistance increased because we stunned him the turn before, so stunning him this turn won't actually help a lot. You might as well just attack him, since he's the only one we can attack. Come on, survive, Dismas! Oh, you're so low and you're bleeding. No, the blanket fire! Oh, my luck is so bad! Dismas, I don't need you to die. Actually, you're just cannon fodder at this point of the game, so I don't really care that much. Yes, attack the Crusader, please! Thank you! But Dismas is still bleeding. How much life does Dismas have? Oh no. This is problematic. Gotta stun the Bloodletter. What? Oh, I didn't press the stun!
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
When a hero is reduced to 0 HP, they are at death's door. While in this state, they will suffer from stat penalties, plus any further damage has a chance to kill them. We have to heal them, but we don't have any healer right now. Oh no, this is a horrible start. This is the worst start I've ever had in this game. Might as well grapple blast to see if we could kill them both.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
We survived! Haha! After you've completed the requirements of a quest, you have the option to return to town at any time. Just click the crest. You don't need to return to the starting room of the dungeon to exit. Actually, let's continue adventuring because I really want to open this. The treasure chest, it's trapped? Let's get Reynald to open it. No, it's trapped! Okay. My greed got the best of me. Back to the hamlet we go! They both leveled up, and they gained new quirks. So these are what's called quirks. At the end of each dungeon run, each hero has a chance of gaining a new positive or negative quirk. They're like the personality traits that you could use to distinguish all of your heroes from each other. Reynald became an armor tinker. He takes less armor upgrade cost. That's very good. Dismas does more damage with ranged skills. Very nice. But has an increased chance of losing money while gambling. We'll get to that later.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Here we are! Back at the estate, back at the hamlet. So here we have our caretaker goals, which are like our quest goals for completing the game. We have to successfully complete our first foray into the ruins, defeat a lot of bosses along the way in other ruins, and then start our assault on the darkest dungeon. And it seems like there are extra quest goals now, considering that, well, there's a new DLC. Here we have the activity log where we could see what's happened during our weeks. Here we have week 1. We just got Dismas and Reynald as apprentice highwaymen and crusaders. Yes, they escorted us successfully back to the hamlet. On any screen in the game, press and hold H to see the contextual help for controls in that mode. So we can press H, we can see the contextual controls that we can click on. Here we have the stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
The stagecoach is your hero lifeblood. You'll need to recruit all of these heroes to fill out a party of 4. So this is where we can get new heroes to add to our roster, more cannon fodder that we can throw into the deep dark depths of the dangerous dungeons. Here we have a plague doctor. A plague doctor specializes in poisoning enemies. Very nice.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And here we have the Vestal. The Vestal is the main healer in the game. She's like the priest, more like an acolyte, and she'll act as the strongest healer that we could have in our parties. It'll be good to recruit her.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
So while we're here, we can spend some time on our starting heirlooms to upgrade the stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. Generally, in the darkest dungeon, the most efficient way to start is to upgrade the stagecoach. Why? Because a lot of your heroes are gonna die and you need a lot of replacements. So, we'll upgrade the stagecoach. And we don't need to upgrade the barracks right now because we don't really have a lot of heroes. Nah, might as well.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
And one of the biggest parts of Darkest Dungeon is that it's permadeath. So every single death is absolutely stressful because you can't anymore bring that character back to life, but on certain occasions you can. There isn't much more you can do in the town right now. It's time to embark on a quest. But before we do that, I want to rename our heroes. Because as I was saying, these heroes all have their certain personality, their quirks, their traits that make you care for them more. We might as well name all of our heroes after lots of my friends and even the subs on this channel to show how much I appreciate you all. So we'll rename the Crusader. Reynold, you will forever be known as Gideox, my good Overwatch friend. Yes. Who will be Dismas? I guess I can be Dismas. This will be my character for the game, everyone. Haha, look at that. We can even switch outfits. Ooh, wonderful. What matches us more? I like this one. It has a yellow-green scarf. For our Plague Doctor, I think I'll name this after one of my most active commenters on the channel. Pardon me if I don't know how to pronounce this that well, it's in German. I might as well name her Blitz, or call her Blitz, because I do appreciate her commenting on lots of my videos. So here's to you, you can be my Plague Doctor! I'll throw you to your certain death. And for our Vestal, might as well name her after Alex, because she'll be healing us.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Over here, we have the Ancestors' Memoirs. Basically, this is the part of the menu screen where we could look and replay cinematics of the game that we've unlocked through the story. And there's certainly a lot that we have to go through. Ooh, this looks new. The Crimson Court. Oh, depose the Countess. Is the Countess the final boss of the Crimson Court? I heard that it's all about vampires and vampire hunters. I'm so excited. And here we have the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Here in the graveyard, we can mourn the deaths of our loyal cannon fodder. I mean heroes. But no one has died yet. I almost died in the first dungeon. But we'll make sure we survive.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
This is the quests and parties screen. This is where you can select a quest and form an adventuring party of 4 heroes to embark on it. It seems like the only quest that's available right now is a scouting mission into a short dungeon in the ruins. The ruins is full of skeletons and creepy crawlies like spiders. Might as well bring our new cannon fodder into the mix. The usual suspects. If you have a certain arrangement of heroes, sometimes it'll unlock a name for them because the devs have decided, hey, this is a pretty good setup, let's give them a cool name. So this certain combination of heroes is called the usual suspects, which is a very balanced composition.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Provisions for the journey. We'll want to take different supplies depending on what region we're going to, how long the quest is, and my own preferences. But we'll always need food and torches. Those are the essentials for going into a dungeon. Considering that this is only a level 1 short scouting mission, we don't really need a lot of stuff. But torches, we absolutely do. Normally I would take 10 to 12 torches on a short mission, but I think 8 is fine for this one. Maybe get 2 keys in case we run into some curios that we could unlock using a key. These stuff come free, so we don't have to pay for them. 1 or 2 shovels in case we run into some rubble that we have to go through. Because if we don't have a shovel and we try to go through some rubble, we'll get super stressed out. And if you get stressed out too much, we'll have a heart attack and die. I am not kidding. And we'll bring food. Maximum of 8 is fine for a short dungeon mission. So let's go! Your first expedition into the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious, be careful. Here we are in a dungeon. So as we've already explained, we could go through the dungeon using this map. We can move on to the next room by clicking it here. Tally-ho, everyone! Here we have another curio. This is a torch carrier, torch light. I have no idea what to call it, but it gives us a free torch. Aha! Now the reason torches are important is because of the light. The light is basically your safety net against all the evil that wants to kill us. Having more light means that we have more dodge, we have more scouting chance, and monsters can get surprised more. But having less light makes battles a lot more dangerous, but a lot more rewarding. We get a lot more treasures at the end of a battle if we finish it on low light. Here we go in the first room. We have some bone rabble. These enemies are very weak, so we could just take care of them. Lickety-split! Take that! We should probably just go ahead and just DPS them down so they can't do much damage to us. We can use this to stun the one in the back or clearly kill him outright, but I feel like stunning the one in the front is a lot more important because the one in the back's about to die anyway. Haha! And the best part of the Crusader is that he has bonus damage against unholy enemies like these skeletons! So, we can either use Smite to smite the one in the back, or use Zealous Accusation for some AoE damage to the one in the front. I feel like AoE would be the best choice.
Executed.
Beautiful!
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
That it is, narrator, that it is. An unlocked strongbox. A long forgotten strongbox sits on the cold stone floor, its contents unknown. Here we could drag an item here to use it on the object. I've already forgotten what a lot of the curios do, so I'm not sure what object to put on the strongbox, so I'm not gonna risk wasting an object here. Let's just open it.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. paid for in blood.
So we found a shovel, we found a bounty hunter item, and a deed. Deeds can be used to upgrade our buildings back in the hamlet. Since this is a scouting mission and we only have to explore 90% of the rooms, we only have to go through everything but one room in this instance. So let's just keep going forward. Let's see what creepy crawlies wanna kill us. Let's add some more light. Let's use a shovel on this rubble.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Hello. Hi there. We surprised them. Beautiful. We have a new enemy, the cultist acolyte. The cultist acolyte is a mid-level threat, at least in the late game, because he can do a lot of stuff to stress us out and possibly cause a heart attack. I believe that stunning the one in the back will be the best choice for now. Stunning the acolyte. Oh no, he didn't get stunned. Well, that's problematic. We can use pistol shot, or we could use open vein. Open vein does more damage. So let's try to just DPS the ones in the front row first. Let's try to stun the one in the back again using the acolyte's dazzling light. Beautiful! Nice job, Alex! Come on, Giddy X! Smite these fools!
Their formation.
Beautiful! Absolutely beautiful!
Offensive.
That critical hit! When most monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act like a temporary obstacle that will eventually go away on their own. But we can attack corpses to destroy them faster. But it's often better to use ranged skills or push and pull skills for rearranging, and even corpse clearing special skills that some heroes possess. It adds another layer of strategy into the game. Okay, since we already stunned him and his stun resistance went up, we might as well just go ahead and increase the damage of our damage dealers.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Dazzling light! Oh no, she missed! That's okay. $15 stress. Oh no, idiots, you missed. Anyway, I can take care of it with my open vein.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
The blood. This is new. This is definitely from the new DLC. The blood is a special type of supply item. Any collected bottles of the blood will be retained in your estate at quest end. They may be added to provisions or embarking parties. The blood is rare. Spread it around wisely amongst those in need. Well, a new item. The call is unyielding. The urge is irresistible. Only the blood will quell this thirst. What does the blood do? Ooh, I'm sort of afraid to use it right now because I don't know what it does. It might turn us into a vampire, it might turn us into a ghoul. It might turn us into a pig. So we have two choices to go through. The north room or the east room. I say we go to the north one. Let's increase our light a bit. Hello? Would anyone like to battle? Creepy crawlies of the dark. No. Ooh, we found some bandages. To the next room we go. Hello there. Seems that we have a new enemy, the cultist brawler. The brawler is, how would I put it? A mid-level threat as well because he can do a lot of damage. But the acolyte also does a lot of stress. So, we gotta manage our stress and damage levels here. I feel like we should stun the one in the back first. Beautiful. Then we can stun the one right there, the brawler. Haha! And then we could go ahead and chip them down. Maybe we could chip down the brawler first. Chipping down the brawler sounds like a good idea. And then we can use Zealous Accusation. Oh no! Gidex missed! Oh, that was painful. Why me? Why me? So Open Vein is an ability that does a bit less damage than normal abilities, but it has a chance to induce bleed. Bleed are very effective against human enemies like these cultists, and they can stack their sort of damage over time. So let's go ahead and kill this brawler. The brawler only has 3 life health, and he's about to die in 2 or 1 more turn, so I feel like a grapple shot might be the better choice here for AoE effect.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Why are you always targeting me? Can't you target Gidex? Or Blitz? Anyway, Blitz, I think you could take care of stunning the skeleton in the back. Beautiful! Nice stun! Then Alex can attempt to stun or... No, I feel like getting healed. Ah! A high roll! And now we could go ahead and use Zealous Accusation for some AoE. Woo! That critical hit! I'm so proud of you, Gidex! And here we have the last enemy left. We can use Open Vein on him.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
So every time we enter a room or complete something, there's a chance that we get to scout out the remaining rooms, which is very good for planning our assault, especially later in harder and longer levels. Here we have an heirloom chest, and if I remember correctly, we could use a skeleton key to unlock a secret compartment. Aha! Ooh! We found a debuff charm, some medicinal herbs, and a sacrificial cauldron, which is an occultist only item. This is a very good item for the occultist. Seems like the next room has no baddies in it, so we could just go on ahead. But there's a trap on the floor. We have to watch out. There it is. So here we could see the trap disarm chances of everyone. The highwayman has the best chance to disarm this trap, so we'll choose him before touching it. Aha! I disarmed the trap! Okay, Gidex, lead on forward! Be our knight in shining armor.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So here we have a room battle with a curio, but over there we have a room battle with treasure. I feel like going after the treasure, everyone. Do you? Let's see what's in this. Ooh, some more stuff. Oh, but we've run out of room for a lot of them. We might have to sacrifice some things. That's also a big thing with the Darkest Dungeon. You can't keep everything you find, so you have a lot of inventory management to do. The Blood Charm, Bleed Resist. The Bust. The Bust will definitely help us out in later stages of the game when we're upgrading our buildings. So I might as well use this Holy Water now, so I could have this Bust, and, well, we don't really need this Anti-Venom. There's not a lot of poisonous spiders in this area right now. So we could probably shift-click to discard it, and then keep this Blood Charm, which is very useful against a certain boss later in the game. Oh no, we're hungry! So these are hunger checks that happen every now and then. In a short dungeon, you'll only usually have 1 hunger check. So we have to make sure that we have food at all times, because if we don't pass the hunger check, we'll get damage and stress. Nothing in here. And we might as well keep the light up so we don't gain any more stress while walking. We brought a lot of torches anyway, so I don't feel like being stingy and keeping the torches to myself. The costs of a whole hero dying compared to the things that you bring back is a lot more valuable. And here we finally have a group of 4 enemies. We have the Bone Defender, the Bone Soldier, the Bone Courtier, and the Bone Arbalist. The Defender has a lot of protection. They're gonna act like the tank for the enemies. The Soldier is your cannon fodder. The Courtier is very dangerous because he can induce a lot of stress. So is the Arbalist because he could do lots of damage. So our main priorities are to nullify these 2 or rush the one in the front down so we could nullify the ones in the back even faster. I feel like we need to snipe them very quick. We need to pistol shot the Courtier. Oh no! Oh! 1 life left! Ow! Well, it seems like by just breathing on this one we could kill him. So let's see if we have any 100% accuracy stuff. No? Okay, we could use this. We could use Noxious Blast to kill him, or we could stun the Arbalist in the back. I feel like stunning the one in the back is a lot more important, but we could use Alex's stun for that. Nah, let's just stun. Come on, get stunned! Well, there was that. Let's stun the Arbalist. Okay, so now we're free to deal with the ones in the front. We could use Smite since it has bonus damage against Unholy. Oh, so close! No, do not! Oh no, you spilled your cup of wine on me. I mean, you spilled it on Gidex. The most effective strategy in the Darkest Dungeon by far is damage mitigation. You really want to stun lock a lot of enemies so you could heal up using some free turns and, well, survive more or less. Since a lot of them are very low life, we could use Grapple Blast to hopefully kill a lot of them.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Now we could use our Noxious Blast against this Defender, because the Defender is very, very susceptible to Blight, which is like poison or toxic damage. And, well, regular damage won't actually go through that shield that much. Oh, that was painful! Stay away from my healer! Stay away from Alex! So right now we could use Alex to heal herself, or we could just go on ahead and be more aggressive and keep stunning them. I feel like the aggressive way is the right way to go. Then we could go ahead and maybe stun the Defender in the front. And then we could kill the Courtier in the back with my shot. Hopefully. Oh no! He got another turn off. That's a lot of stress. Well, we could use this to stun the Arbalist again and then clear out some corpses. Oh no, he resisted the stun. But now we could Grapple Blast. I missed! I missed! I'm so disappointing! I gotta heal Alex up. Come on, me, survive! Oh no! Well, we could use Zealous Accusation here to hopefully get a one-hit kill. Beautiful, Gidex! You're the MVP on this team. And we only have one person left. Let's use Open Vein on him. Nope, we'll use a pistol shot. I'm so disappointing. I have such low accuracy. What's wrong with me? Let's use a Plague Grenade. There we go. Nice job, Blitz!
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
It's safe to throw out a few of the things that we came in here with that we don't need anymore. Torches, they have little value when we bring them back, so might as well throw them away to keep this jade. The keys also have little value, so we'll take the onyx instead. And we'll continue on adventuring because we still have to check out this chest. Oh no, I threw away my key! Ah! I didn't notice that it was a chest. I threw away my key. I could have unlocked the secret compartment. Oh well. But we have more busts that we could use to upgrade our buildings. Let's throw away a bandage to keep a bust. And let's go back to town. Look at all that loot! Blitz gained the quirk. She became soft. She has less maximum HP now. Back to the hamlet we go, to upgrade some buildings, hopefully.
The poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him.
Over time, some negative quirks will lock into place and become severe. Severe negative quirks cost much more to remove in the sanitarium, so we have to keep an eye on those. And here we are! On the second week, we unlocked the tavern and the abbey. Here we have the tavern.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Stress relief. Heroes relieve stress by taking part in activities at the tavern and the abbey. Each activity is different and has different side effects. Experiment to find the best activities for each hero depending on their quirks. But committing a hero to an activity locks them in for that activity for a week, meaning we can't bring them into a dungeon if they're having stress relief. And here we have the abbey.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
Some people want to drink, some people want to pray to God. Que sera, sera. So, here we have the caretaker goals. We have all the items that we've accumulated up to now that we could use. Hopefully that we could use. A glossary of things in case we forget what stuff does. And that's it! That is the beginning of our Darkest Dungeon campaign, everyone. I hope you're excited as I am in continuing this because there's way more to come on our channel. Please do like and subscribe so we could grow our channel together. And if you want to be a helpless hero that I throw into a deathly dungeon, comment down below. If you want to join our party, join our crew of heroes, and bring back this estate to its glorious form. Bye, everyone!